I need to figure out a better place to put this mic. Ooh, we're going. Shit. No delay on this one. Holy shit. Yeah. Damn. Very, very cool. We went and we watched Black Panther today. Yo, Gil. Had a fun time with it. That was a super good movie. I'll be eating whenever we're done racing here. Wife's gotta cook at some point, just probably long before I finish here. Ooh, more bombs, more bombs, more bombs, more bombs, more bombs, more bombs. Oh, I'm not getting that bomb. Yeah, we got some snow today. It wasn't bad. It was just it started coming down a little bit before we got home. I think it stopped. I don't see anything out there, but it's tough to see. It was snowing on the way home, though. Oh, that's gonna be twice. Oh no, it ran away. It's just light. Is anything accumulating out there? God damn it! God shit! Fucking whore! I hate snow. I fucking live in Chicago and I hate snow, so figure that the fuck out. Probably should have picked up that fiver. Yeah. I mean, it'll melt tomorrow. It's gonna be in the 40s tomorrow. Hell, we're supposed to get 60 on Monday and Tuesday. And then back down to the 30s on Wednesday. It's pretty typical around here. Key to pod. Double key to T-Rock. Wow, early Master Sword. Early Master Sword. Yeah, but whenever you guys get a chance to see it, highly recommend that movie. That was a great movie. Okay, sounds good. Have fun. Damn, no money. In this scenario, we might leave the bottle vendor for later. Key to G2 already. Alright, well, we don't have to search for that motherfucker. Oops. I should have taken some. I got a tiny headache brewing. Should have taken something before I started this.
Can I get you something?
No, I'm okay for right now. I need something here in a bit, though. I feel it. It's starting to brew. So I didn't realize this until yesterday, when I rewatched the stream from yesterday, yesterday's race, and I realized that I was cropping. My screen was cropped. So this is obviously the setup that I've got going on, the new setup. And, oh man, I don't want to leave that here, but I'm going to. I'll come back and get it later. Hopefully it's nothing important. I was cropping the very top and bottom of my screen. And I noticed it when I watched the replay, because when I went to look at the Lumberjack Cave yesterday, I couldn't see it. And I actually had to re-step, and I saw it on the stream, and it was clear as day. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna get this. It's worth... I think this is worth the time to do this. If it's worth the time to do Houlihan, it's worth the time to do this. But I went into my settings and realized, yeah, it was actually cropping the very top and bottom of my screen, about like 10 pixels from the top and bottom. So, you wouldn't think that would make a huge difference, but when you're trying to edge the screen for certain things, it makes a huge difference. I'm gonna go north. Wow, a whole straw penny. Oh, man. Second small key to T-Rock. Interesting. I really don't like leaving the bottle vendor behind. The problem is now it's kind of a pain in the ass to go get. I mean, what could that be that would really wreck me? The flute would really wreck me. Power Glove would be really bad. Mirror would be bad here because if I decide to Death Warp and Darkroom this, that would be a disadvantage. Yo, Zeebs. Yeah, Master Sword was in Kakariko. Well, Sword was in the Woods, and then Master Sword was in Kakariko. So yeah, it was pretty early. So I'm looking at that. So I left the bottle vendor behind. I did not have the money when I was staring at the bottle vendor the first time. And then I picked up the 300 rupee drop there, so I'm super concerned right now that the bottle vendor's actually got something. I need to find out when I need to figure out when I can get back there. Hopefully I find the flute out here, and then I've got a reason to go back. Or a bottle, maybe. I can go check Lazy Kid. You know, something that'll give me incentive to go back there, other than just going back just to buy the one. Yes, I played yesterday. I won mine last night. So we're 2-1. I fucking wrecked that seed. I fucking destroyed it. If the only thing that held me back was finding the fucking fire rod. It took me forever to find the fire rod. And it was actually in a spot I could have gotten it like 35 minutes. And if I had, I probably would have beat that seed in about an hour 20. I'm actually going to grab a heart here. I played at 8 o'clock last night. I know the VOD is up if you follow the... I know I follow the Speed Gaming YouTube channel. I know it's on my channel as well, the VOD is. It's just my point of view, though. It doesn't have the 4 racers. And then it was on the A Link to the Past Randomizer 3 channel is where it was at last night. So if you're looking for the VOD, that's where it's going to be. Oh, shit. You know what I didn't do? I didn't go to Aga Tower. I could have checked the first chest of Aga Tower. That's actually a big deal. It's actually a big deal. Should have done that. But yeah, we won by about, I think, like 25-ish minutes over our opponent. Something like that. It was something pretty absurd. But yeah, we destroyed that seed. If we had checked I went back and watched. It took me 17 minutes to find the fire rod. Now I did find in that 17 minutes I found tempered sword, and I also found silvers. So you got to take that out of the equation. That definitely helped a lot. So it wasn't necessarily an even, you know, an even 17 minutes, because it did, having the sword upgrades, and the silvers definitely helped my time. Where's the lamp? Oh, is this an Agaseed? There's Moon Pearl. Okay. That actually opens up the underneath there to logic as well. So yeah, we've got a few things that are open now. But no, we raced really well. You know, I say this a lot. I've said this before, and it's never going to change what I'm going to do. But I do a lot. I race a lot smoother and cleaner when I'm just sitting here focusing nothing but the game. I feel that I race better on race seeds than I do on anything else. I think that's got a big part of it. It's just because I don't have to worry about anything else. Yeah, I'm 2-1. I mean, I'm still playing without a net. I have no safety, so you know, I need to win the next 2, and then still get into that wacky fucking wildcard match. I did not mean to just do what I just did. I meant to go to Sanctuary. But I guess since we're here, we're gonna pick up these 2 random spots here. I wanted to get these 2 done anyway, so... Yeah, I actually meant to go to Sanctuary, though. We'll just do this, Death Warp, get the first chest in Aga Tower. I mean, it's not the end of the world here, it's just an additional item here. We're looking for a hammer, we're looking for the other glove upgrade. But, we'll find our next round opponent tomorrow. The last match, I think there's one match that runs a little late. It runs like 5 or 6 o'clock, so we won't know until late tomorrow night. I'm going to try to see if I can get that match in even on Monday. I have the day off Monday because President's Day. Come here, Mr. Rope. I want you to kill me. I have the day off for President's Day, so we get President's Day off, which is really weird. Considering we don't technically get Christmas off. But I'm going to see if I can't get that race in Monday afternoon. It just depends if my opponent's available, but I'm actually going to shoot for that. I want to get it in as early as possible. Because if it's a scenario where if I happen to lose and I'm out, I just want to know. I want to be out. No, we do software development. So our holiday schedule is non-secular holidays, because we don't get Christmas off and shit like that. We get all the non-secular holidays off. Well, that's a little disappointing. I went all my way to get those 2 items, and they didn't mean dick. God, I still have that bottle vendor to go back to. I am concerned about that. Okay, here's how it works. Castle Tower Key. You just get into the Castle Tower Key now? Really? So we technically do not get Christmas off. Because it's a secular holiday. What we get instead is you can use it at any time during the year. You get a floater holiday. It's 1 extra holiday day you can use at any point during the year. It does not matter. Everybody uses it for Christmas. Everybody. It's kind of just the way of the company getting around it. Because the company's completely non-secular. Which is fine, you just get an extra day there. So, but theoretically, yes, we do not get Christmas Day off. You know, we get Thanksgiving off, we get like 4th of July off, stuff like that, because it's not secular. But Christmas is not. It's weird. It's just the way that my boss decides to do the holiday schedule. Iron the hook. Well, the hook opens up a lot. I mean, I'm just gonna keep doing this. I think we'll head up there. I mean, worst case scenario, we get it open, so. God, I still am. That bottle is. The fucking bottle vendor is concerning. I gotta make my way back there eventually, and then of course I got the castle key out of order, which means if I want to go do that, I have to make a 3rd trip to fucking Hyrule Castle. I mean, thankfully it doesn't take long to get there, but still it adds up. It's just artifacting. That's normal. Oh, is this for the new texture? I cannot tell you. Alright, so we have a bunch of out-of-the-way items and then a clusterfuck in Death Mountain. So we could get, what, 7, 8, 9, 10 currently, and then look at 2 others. So, I mean, there's no reason not to go up there and do that. So far, Eastern is a wash. That is unfortunate so far.
He killed my dog! The Iron Golem killed my
The
dog!
Iron Dog just killed my wife's dog in Minecraft. That is so sad.
Oh my god!
What a dick. What a dick.
He just walked by him, I think he was accidentally hit him, so he swung his arms. And he killed my dog 1 hit.
I need a new dog. Where is she? She was just up here a minute ago. I don't know where she went.
This Iron Golem is stuck.
Yeah, she's not.
We'll have to kill her.
She'll be here eventually. She'll be back. That's really fucking unfortunate. That was a complete waste of time. Yeah, she's usually here. She was in my face not too long ago. Like right at the beginning of this siege, she was here. She'll be back. I mean, she found a nice warm spot to curl up. I took a nap when we got back from the movie, and she lay down and slept with me. I just got super sleepy, and it's probably the booze. I had a couple of drinks while I was there at the theater, and
Give him 16 gold.
it had already run its course. And by that time, we got home, and just felt a little sleepy. Needed to take a quick little cat nap, and she cat napped with me. And we'll go check the ones upstairs, and then we'll head back down. There's 2 areas of this that I'm actually concerned about right now, and that is, I'm gonna walk in here really quick and get a refill, because I'm about to go up Death Mountain. I don't want to, Don't want to buy it here. So there's two areas that are a little bit out of the way right now. There's the chest in Castle Tower, which unfortunately I've been there. I've been to Hyrule Castle twice already. And neither one of them, you know, I didn't get shit either one. So I'm a little reluctant to go back there for a third time. Because I just got that key as soon as I left there. And then I have to go back eventually and check the bottle vendor. I did not have the money when I was there the first time. Bunch of blueberries. So, bottle vendor is still open. Aga Tower is still open. Shovel is still open. Agana is still open. And then Zora is still open. So, 3 of those areas are kind of isolated. We do have the Moon Pearl, so if I wanted to do Fake Flipper, I could do that, and it would, you know, I'd get the 2 extra out of it, so... But, you know, we're just gonna do this now. It's the biggest cluster of items. We just need 1 item to open progression. And hopefully it's not the fucking Castle Tower key. Because that would mean Aga required. The second I said that, I opened a chest and it's a fucking key. I thought it was going to be it. But yeah, if there's the second Castle Tower key that's out here, then that's really fucking bad. Because that means we have to deal with the fucking Aga kill. Oh, fuck, the cape too. Those are signs. There's a B. An Ice Palace key. Those are all signs. Oh, that was fucking wonderful. Set that up perfectly, didn't I? Hi, Troy. Oh my god, are you gonna lay down? Hi, big boy. Troy is gonna lay down for a bit. You guys get a treat tonight. Looks like you're gonna... Although Troy's a lot bigger than Kiva. Kiva's just such a little thing. Troy's kind of blocking the camera. I don't know how good of a shot you're gonna get at him. $20. Yeah, I'm just... You basically just see a black... You see black fur. Black and brown fur. Hopefully he lays down. Troy is the best cat. He really is. This is the best cat in the world. He is by far the world's best kitten. Nothing! Jesus! This is crazy. Where's the progression? I mean, maybe that bottle actually is progression. It's possible that bottle is the only bottle available and that Lazy Kid's got the item. It is possible. Well, I'm gonna find out in a second, because we're gonna finally buy what we need. But it was just gonna take too long to go back and get the money. We were 50 rupees short at that point, and then we obviously left and we got 300 rupees down in the race game. That's good. That's really good. Because if that would have been the hammer, that would have been shitty. Nothing here. Okay, so that was not progression. So Death Mountain was a complete wash. Eastern was a wash. We're going to check the shovel, and then we're going to head down to Agana. And then from there... Boy, now we don't even have the Zora money. I might farm the money before we save quit, because I'm going to want to go to... I'm going to want to do Zora. Blue clothes is fine, but it's not what I care about here. Who left a bomb under there? It's probably the Lazy Kid. That's what he was doing with that bomb capacity. He was dropping bombs and laying them down. What a fucking...
What Smith did I talk to?
What a fucking hooligan. Seriously, what a fucking hooligan. So I'm going to take a few seconds here. I'm going to farm the rupees. Because when I do a save quit, I'm going to go straight to Zora. I have a feeling we're going to find the castle tower key. There's only 3 spots left, and I think based off the items that we have so far, I think castle tower key is probably the progression we're going to find. It's one of 3 unless it's a chase item. It's castle tower key, glove upgrade, or the hammer. But just based off the order that we're seeing here, I would not be shocked if it was the castle tower key. Only because it gave us early Master Sword and gave us early Cape. Those are telltale signs that Aga's required. Not guaranteed by any stretch, but it's a good sign. So we're going to do this. We're going to save quit. We'll head to... We'll fake Flipper. We'll pick up the additional items just in case we can sequence break it. Of course, I get that just after farming the rupees. And then we'll do Aga Tower last. Because if that second chest is a key, then we want to just go do it. But if the key is here, we want to have it here before we go down there. But we'll check Hobo as well. And then we'll get the 2 additional items, so that's good. But, yeah, I mean, this is one of those that is just basically, it's a full clear because it's up for debate on what the last item is. Shit. God damn it. Could be anywhere. You know, that second key in Aga Tower could be the flippers, and the flippers could lead to Hobo, which could lead to the hammer, or the glove upgrade, or something like that, so... There's definitely some options. There's a couple of keys that would still be available. The book would open up Desert Palace. That would be something. That would open up an additional item or 2. Missing something. What am I missing? I didn't write something down. 1... Why do I feel like I misrepresented a key? Hold on. 1022, 101, 122, 10122. Okay, no, I'm good. I know, it just seems like I forgot to write a key down. I'm looking at my key list and something looks wrong. Something looks wrong. But... If you powder a chicken, it turns into a person? What? I haven't seen that one. Shit. That one I haven't seen. Well, we're gonna get these 2 and then... No sequence breaking. It's going to be all in sequence. And then we're going to have to go back to Aga Tower for that last item. Huh. Interesting. We know there's nothing there. That's good. It's either here or we have to go back to Aga, and then it's one of 3. Fuck you, Zora. We're taking our 3rd trip to Aga Tower. How about that? Or, well, no, second trip to Aga Tower, third trip to Hyrule Castle. Kiva, you leave him alone. You leave him alone. She's back, and she does not like it when Troy's in her spot. Please also don't step on my keyboard. I'm putting my money on Vanilla Smolky. I'm putting my money on Vanilla Smolky here. Wow, 30 minutes. We're just now finally hitting the progression spot. We've checked literally everything. This is last place checked. Please don't be the boots or some shit. And then boots leads you to the other key or something like that. That would suck. Okay, my money is on the other small key here. It could be hammer or glove, but... I mean, I'll be happy with any of them. We know it's not flippers. And I don't think there's... Other than the boots, I don't think there's any other possibility. Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. Nope, it's the glove. Okay. We knew it had to be there, we just didn't know which one it was. Alright, we're gonna start the cave here. So, Aga, not necessarily required. Still in the logic, though. Depends when we find the hammer. Yeah, you can't see her, but Kiva's laying down right in front of me, like right here. She's being a little pissy because Troy's in her bed. We're finally dipping into Dark World here, so we have a green, we knew that, Thieves Town, and Turok. Really, Cat? You're just gonna sit right in front of me, aren't you? Oh, God damn it, why do I suck at this? I need to take 10 minutes and just relearn that spot. We have a second bed that's back there, but no one ever uses it. It's on the other side of my desk. I actually gonna probably have to move that when I start working from home again, because I need that spot. We have cat beds all over the place. There's that one there. There's one underneath my desk. We have two in the living room. There's the hammer. We have two in the living room. Yeah. So I mean, they're all over the place. Can we get through? I don't know if we can get through the Spike Cave with half magic. On its own. I don't know. I'm going to try it, but I'm not sure. I actually do not know the answer to that. If we can 4-heart half magic get through that, I think we could. Silvers. You see, before we had Kiva, though, that was Troy's spot. Troy was up here all the time. And then Kiva just took it over. And a flute. Oh, we made the right decision here. Hammer and flute both up here. But yeah, that used to be... Where Troy's laying right now used to be Troy's spot. It just Kiva took it over. Now Troy only comes up here every once in a while. Yeah, he's been up here...
He didn't come up here for a long time.
Yeah, he's been up here a little bit more often than normal. Well, let's see if we can... I think you can do this. No, Kiva. Kiva!
Uh-oh. I'll get her. She suddenly got interested in your little character.
All of a sudden, she just went after my screen, and now Troy is leaving, too. Now they're both leaving.
Well, you yelled Kiva, so Troy's like, what? What?
Yeah.
What happened?
Cats, man, I'm telling you. She was about to start pawing the screen. That's no bueno. That is no bueno. You know, I probably should have turned the flute in before I did this. Because I don't have the mirror. Oh, shit, no. Mirror would be excellent here. Mirror would be super excellent, because then I can get that flute turned in without a save quit. But yeah, I should have done that first. That was a mistake. Oh! Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Fucking with Jabba the Hutt there. Yeah. Rewarded for stupidity. Rewarded for bad play. Thieves is the other. Thieves and Pod. Rewarded for mistakes. Kiva will be back in her bed here in about 5 minutes. If that long. Now that Troy's gone and she'll see it, she'll make herself at home. I'm sorry, Troy, buddy, wherever you went. Didn't mean for you to leave. I just didn't want Kiva to attack my screen. Don't know why she suddenly got interested in it, but she was going after Ganondorf there. She wanted him dead. No, I picked up the mirror from Hype Cave. It's exactly what I needed. Because I haven't cashed my flute in yet. So I should have done the flute, turned that in first before I even went to Hype Cave. Because then obviously I lose my Dark World portal, but I was rewarded for bad play. Get this. We have low health at this point.
I gotta spawn another dog.
I don't have a dog anymore. I need to spawn another dog.
Well, I have to go too far.
Only in video games.
I have to go too far to find a wolf to tame it, so I gotta spawn another wolf so I can tame it, turns to a dog. That's how that works.
I have to spawn another dog.
That's how that works.
I know. Oh, I hear ya. I hear ya. I hear ya. We're going to drop it here because we don't need to, we're not actually going to take the, we're not going to take Gary's lunchbox here because we want to go cash in the flute before we do anything else. So we'll head back out, we'll cash in the flute. Oh, actually, shit, I have the hammer. I guess I could do the hammer pegs too. We'll do that after. No, that's right, I picked up silvers. I didn't mark that. Didn't mark that one down. You leave Troy alone. So we're gonna turn this in, and we're walking. Maybe it was quicker just doing it the other way. I didn't realize how far of a walk this was. Hell, I think it might even be better just to walk back down, but we're gonna go back down and get the portal we just left. I should have dropped that further north. From the mamas.
It must be for people who must be freaking
bow chicka wow wow.
Like crazy out here.
Bow chicka wow wow. Her animals in Minecraft are they are duplicating at very fast speeds.
Remember that one world I had was completely ruined?
Oh yeah, because the bunnies or whatever it was?
I had some kind of editor where I could do a copy and paste.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but I remember I tried to log in, and I was surrounded by...
There's animals, yeah.
Thousands of cattle.
Mm-hmm.
The villagers, I think, did the same thing. I think I had a...
They were busy while you were gone.
I think I had a gazillion villagers. It caused my game to crash. I couldn't log in. I had to completely delete that world and start over. Good thing I didn't get very far with it.
Alright, so... We know Thieves Town is a... ice. We can't get in there yet. We can, but it's not in logic. I think we're actually going to go up here. We're going to do... oh, no, fuck it. We'll do Thieves Town first. Thieves Town is one of those... It doesn't really matter if you do it first or second, because the second half of Thieves Town is going to take the same amount of time, so... it's a double dip, but it's not a double dip that's going to cost you a lot of time. Because you're going to get these chests anyway, unless you go mode at the very end of the game, which I don't think anyone's ever going to leave Thieves Town to be the last chest checked, or the last place checked. That would be very odd. Small key to Gain Elm's Tower. We already had the Ganon Tower big key. We got that super early, so... That was in the well in Kakariko. So we don't have to worry about that.
Spawn a polar bear.
And we're going to do it this way, so then when we're done, we can go all the way across to the... we can get the Graveyard Ledge and knock that out. Key to Skull. Oh, that actually works out well. It's going to give us an additional Skullwoods item. That's going to let us clear Skullwoods. Okay, we chose correctly. Oh, what am I doing? I'm done. We have chosen wisely. Full clear this fucker now. We chose very wisely. So other than the amount of time it took us to get to this point in the early game, we're actually routing pretty fucking well. The early game was a little clunky. But from here on, we're routing really fucking well. A little bit of it by dumb luck. I'm going to get that chest second, because we have to come back in here. We don't have a small key, unless that happens to be a vanilla key, which... Boy, that would be something. That way we don't have to dodge this shit here. So far, nothing of value. Boy, we're checking a lot of areas, but we haven't found shit. Find anything yet? We ain't found shit. Just gonna fry these things. Try to at least. I'll pick up the full decanter in here. Out of the way! Out of my face! Come on. Can't powder anything, do we? No powder, no... really no safeties other than the Cane of Burna, which we're definitely not going to use here. I mean, we could use the... I mean, we have half magic with Fire Rod, so it's not like it's the end of the world. I might actually do a Death Warp here at the end of this just to get a heart back if we're heading to Mothula. I'm not sure. I guess we could pick up the 2 hearts in the next room. I guess that's fine. We'll just mirror out then. I don't know if that's actually faster, but it's much more fun. Map of pod. I think we already know pod, don't we? Yeah. Let's get the 5-6. So yeah, we're gonna go roundabout here. I'm gonna pick up these hearts just because again we're going to an Amothula fight. We're not very well equipped. No, well, it's very generous of you. It's 1 fire out shot. We're not getting back. Now, 46 minutes. We're just now getting to our first boss. We don't even know if it's a crystal or not. Sword beams are oddly good in this fight, not for, you know, fighting the boss, but it brings him down. So when you're up on the spikes, when you sword beam him, he'll bounce and he'll always come back down. Key to Mire. Okay. Oh, we can't actually get into Mire yet, but that's a huge sign of which way to go. And that was also Crystal 1. Yay! We have to walk this. We want to keep the portal up. So we're gonna head to the graveyard ledge. We'll do that. We'll check Bumper Cave, and then we're gonna head down to We're gonna head down to Desert and Mire. See what the medallion is, and we'll know what to look for. I have to believe that Mothula is the correct progression here, considering that we just got the big key and the,
Rufus. That's my dog.
That's your dog.
That's my dog.
$5. Ren, I was so hungry. I ate the $5. Unfortunately, we cannot get across to get the catfish while we're here. Kind of unfortunate, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I'll pick that up. Information? Not information. The only information is you just wasted 20, 30 seconds. Alright, let's head down to the desert. So we can only get 1 item actually in Desert Palace. We'll be able to look at the second, but we'll be able to do we'll get the information on Mire, which is probably pretty important at this point, considering we just got the Mire Big Key. And then we'll check the Bombos. Oh, they're both Bombos. That's really nice. And then we'll be able to check all the surrounding shit. So, actually, funny enough, if they give us Bombos, we can full clear that. So if we can find Bombos, we can actually full... Oh, no, I'm sorry. We don't have the cane yet. My bad. My bad. We don't have the cane yet. My bad. Me bad? Always gonna... Always check lumber... when you're looking for items like this, always check checkerboard first, because if it's here, it's gonna save you a shit ton of time later going back. You don't want to double dip like desert or some shit. Yeah, it's a key. Like, if this desert small key, that's gonna come in handy. Pod key. It's our first pod key, actually. Very, very, very reluctant to go to pod right now. Logic basically says very little is open. And I don't want to waste the front door. Especially since that is crystal and we know it. And bug nets. Sorry, boys. Gonna leave the bug net behind. There's only one item here that we can actually get. We'll look at the ledge, and then where do we go from here? There's two items at Hera. There's the smithy route that I didn't do. Pyramid, catfish, and then 5 items in pod that are currently available. So we're still on, minimal key to pod. That's the second key to pod. Okay. Okay. We're almost to that range now. We want to go do that. Almost. Let's do the smithy route, though. We don't have to walk it, so it's going to be really fast. We just need to open the portal. We'll do the hammer pegs. We'll get the chest. We'll mirror flute and turn it in that way. Since we don't have the book, or we don't have any reason to walk it down there, we've already cleared that route. So this will be fairly fast. And then... Again, we're looking at fringe spots here. We have Pyramid, Catfish, Hera, Pod. So, I mean, Pod is the biggest collection of items. It's just, the second we do this, we're opening the front door. And we know again, this has been well established. Hammer Jump and I do not get along very well. It actually cost us yesterday. It cost us half magic. It's not like it's a big deal. Half magic would have been nice, and I actually missed it because of that. Because I didn't hammer jump. So we're just going to turn this in really quick. Maybe we do just do the pod. Do the dip into pod. I mean, I could do catfish and pyramid. They're not long checks. You just have to fucking walk up to pyramid, or to catfish, which kind of sucks. It's very unfortunate. Oh man, my nose is all itchy. I got cat hair up my nose, I think. So, we're looking for Bombos. I think Bombos is the big progression piece right now. I think it's the biggest progression piece that we could get. Because it'll open up Mire, it'll allow us to get 7 of 8. The bow would be nice, obviously, the bow would be nice, but it doesn't really open up much for progression. We just know it's required. What are you talking about, man? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Mooner. $20. The question is going to come down to, once I finish Catfish, do I want to go do the 2 chests in Hera before I dive into Pod?
I think my dog took off to go attack the skeleton.
He's avenging his long-lost brother.
Well, that would be the goal of this website.
Oh, well. Do we want to do Hera before? What's the cost if the bow is in Hera? I guess that's what it comes down to. How much does it cost us if the bow is in Hera? It's going to cost us a little bit of time, and it's going to cost us a key to pod. Is that enough to do it? It would take about a minute and a half to go check those 2 chests and then come back. So... is that worth it to find another small key? Probably. But it would have to be that exact scenario. Where's the flips? The flips don't actually do anything except... oh no! You know what? We have the fire on. It opens up Ice Palace. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go straight to Ice. We're gonna go straight to Ice. We have everything we need to actually finish Ice Palace and its green pendant. Yeah, I mean, we could have sequence broke this and fake flippered. I don't... oh, shit. You know what? Hold up. Yeah, this sucks. I just wasted about 20 seconds. I'm definitely gonna fill my bottles up before I go into Ice. I have 6 hearts blue mail. I'm not about to go do Cold Stare. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. So very slow progressing seed here. We only have 1 crystal. We're still lacking for item go mode. We're missing bow, bombos, cane. And then for key go, I mean, we don't even know. We know we need at least a few additional keys, but we don't know for sure. So there's still a lot to go on here. Now, thankfully, we have an extra key that's going to make this a lot shorter. But we do not have the cane, which means we still have to bomb jump. Which means checking the asshole chest is just a little bit longer. It's not a huge deal, but it does take a little bit longer. But, shit. Gotta be careful in here. I'm actually gonna go... fuck. Again, I'm... 6 hearts in Ice Palace is not fun. Even with blue mail. This is not where I want to be, but it's clearly where the seed wants you to go. Which means there's going to be a shit ton of heart containers in G-Tower. Because it's not like we've been skipping shit. I mean, we've pretty much full cleared, with the exception of a few dungeons that just opened up. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have 3 hearts here, so... oh, shit, that doesn't look good. I'm off. I'm off, yeah. Come on. Oh, see, and I fucked it up. There we go. When you fuck it up the first time, it just throws everything off. I knew it looked wrong, and I just didn't rearrange. So we gotta play this super casually here. I do think we have 3 heart pieces right now, so if we do find a piece of heart, which I'm totally for at this point, I think it does give us a refill. There might be some hearts under there, I have no idea. There's our bombos. We hit it. That was our progression right there. That's a nice... again, I'm totally up for heart containers at this point. I need them. Hopefully we'll get a heart refill before we get to Cold Stare. We can get 8. 8 blue mail with Bombos, Fire Rod, half magic should be more than enough. So... we do have the big key, which is good. We'll be able to get the last item in here. There's a key to Swamp Palace. That means we can go do Swamp after this. I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. Ugh, vanilla key. You fucking kidding me? That sucks. So obviously we gotta check the asshole chest. There's no way around it here. I really wish I had powder. Powder would be a nice item to have here. Now the good thing about this next room is that we can actually pick up a few hearts in here. I could actually jump down there and get a heart refill, but I'm not going to. So we're just gonna play this again super casually. Fucking cat hair everywhere. Big key to Hera. There we go. So yeah, we were definitely on point with this one. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh shit. Ah, no. Alright, 4 hearts. We'll pick up a 5th here. We are going to go into the side room here. There's no reason not to. We'll pick up a 5th heart in here. That gives us an additional 1 hit we can take on Cold Stare, plus we'll have the magic, so... as long as we don't do that, that's fucking dumb. Actually. And that switch needs to be down. So we have 5 hearts plus... so, I mean, this shouldn't be too bad as long as we don't, fuck up the start. Should be fine. Burn, motherfucker! Oh, wow. 3 progression items in here? Big key to thieves. 3 progression items in here. 3. Yeah. I'd say that was the right choice. Yeah. Okay. Change plans. We're going to do Thieves Town first. Required and easier than Swamp, so... obviously a ped pull. Alright, so... and then we'll get to turn that pen in when we have to go to pod. That's really nice. So that was definitely the right play. So progression just led us to 3 dungeons. And we know that... let's see, what do we... wow, we still have so many dungeons we don't know. I don't know why I went that way. There's so much shit we do not know right now. But this is required. There's 4 items in here. It doesn't... I mean... again, this is one of those, you just do it when you can, because it takes the same amount of time, start or finish. It doesn't matter when you do it. It's one of the few dungeons that are like this. The path is required that you have to take, and... it doesn't add or take any time away, regardless of when you do it. Hey, babe.
Yes?
If you're thinking about dinner, I'll be done with probably in an hour? I mean, it's already after 7, isn't it? Yeah. If you're gonna cook... if it's ready by, like, 8-ish.
Okay.
If you're not hungry, just tell me.
No,
I will...
Just give me a minute here. I saw a witch and I wanted to...
Well, no, yeah, again, don't go out of your way.
I saw a witch, I had to kill it.
Kill it!
I saw an Enderman. It's so creepy as hell. I don't like it.
We're still on 7 hearts, although this one will not be difficult, obviously. If we need to do, like, Burnus strats, we could do Burnus strats. I'm more concerned about these fucking crickets than I am about blind. There's nothing to consider, so no. Will never happen. Will never happen.
What?
Oh, we're talking about doing scary game shit again. Do not like, do not want, never will. Never will. Nice rod. That's such a nice rod. Look at it. It's so nice and nice. No, it's just not gonna happen, Mooner. And by the way, it'd just be you guys. It'd be the same guys. People aren't gonna come and fucking sit here to watch me do that shit. Crazy, man? No fucking way. Broken pencils are pointless. Horrible. Oh my god, horrible blind fight. Fuck it. Doing it the cheesy way. Map of Skullwoods. We already know Skullwoods. We've already cleared it. Thank you very little. Alright, Swamp or Hera? They're both unknowns. There's more items in Swamp. I think, however, I'm gonna go do Hera. Hera's quicker. And if it happens to be a pendant, it'd be really easy. I would hate to go through a swamp, get nothing, and have it be a pendant. Yeah. Nope. Nope. She's gonna be cooking her soon. That was 7 hours ago. That was a lot of hours, man. Yeah, no, she's gonna cook something. Okay.
Oh, did you guys do if we could play
If we do, we'd have to be late. Because obviously I'm doing this right now, and we're gonna eat.
You're an hour in and you only have 7 minutes.
It's been a weird one. Hopefully we went to the right choice here. I kind of want to wait on... I want to wait on Skullwoods. Or not Skullwoods, Swamp Palace. Even though there is one disadvantage to coming here, and that's the Hera basement. If the basement's required, and let's say the key's in Swamp, that would require a double dip. This doesn't take very long. So, it's not the end of the world. And then the question is going to be, do I just go to Swamp? Do I maybe dip my toes in the mire? I think that's probably a big gamble. I'm finding a couple of hearts, which is nice. Map of Mire. Alright, well, we're going to know Mire now. That'll change things. Basically, if it's a pendant, we'll go in. If it's a crystal, we'll wait. Hopefully we'll find the cane before then. But if it's a pendant, we'll probably just go in and hope that Vitreous is not required, because then we can get 7 of 8. It's kind of reverse logic. Basically, if you have to go in, you want to wait. Oh, shit. Alright, and Hera is... nothing, and... that's required at least. Okay. That could have been the last place we went, but that's fine. So, let's head down yonder. God, what do we do? Do we open this up? I'm super tempted to just go to Mire and skip Swamp. I'm gonna do it. This might be a mistake. We could actually clear Swamp Palace. This might be a mistake. It is a crystal. But we're gonna go in. It just... Cane happen... Mire seems to be like the one dungeon where if there's gonna be a vanilla item in it, it's gonna be in Mire. That does happen a lot. I don't know why. I don't know if it's coincidence or what. So we can start figuring this out now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 7 crystals. So we're basically just missing a couple of big keys. We need cane as the only item. Oh shit! I'm gonna break that. So cane is the only item we need for item go. Oh, I'm sorry, bow. Never mind, bow mode. We need the bow too. My bad. 2 items for go mode. For item go. And then... why am I going this way? I don't need to go this way. That's stupid to go this way. It's also stupid to run into the goddamn fireball that's right in front of your face. This is probably a mistake. I do like the early Mire dives. This is an easy dungeon to get items out of, so... Misery Mire is pretty small as a whole. I mean, obviously, if we find the cane, this is the perfect play. Obviously. And it does happen. I mean, the bow could be in here too. That would be fantastic. Powder, okay. I like having powder. I mean, it's a nice safety, especially when you're low on hearts. Which we are in this case. It's meaningless, though, if the last item doesn't happen to be there at Batman. Map of Desert. Okay, it's information. We're looking just for the last crystal. It's Eastern, Desert, or Swamp. Thing is, we're almost done here already. A vanilla cane would be sweet. He was red. He's close. The key to desert? Okay. Well, that's awesome, actually, because that means if that is a crystal, we can go do it. Can't 100% clear it because we're still missing the shit. Oh wait, no, we just got the... I expected to have at least one heart left for the drop here, but we'll do it this way. That was actually really concerning there. So we can go do desert. We'll know what it is, too. So, that's okay. That might actually be the proper... It's a Kiva, by the way. K-E-E-V-A. And yes, she does that. She's a bitch. That's her. I wonder if it'd be quicker to have actually just gone around. Not sure. I'm actually surprised she's not up here. This is usually, at this time of night, she's usually pretty drained. And I mean, she's right there. She's on the floor. She's actually heading this direction. She might come up here. And in fact, here she comes. Hi, Bubby. But yes, that's what she does. Hi. You gonna lay down, get cozy? See? You call her and there she comes. See, being all paranoid? Probably expecting Kiva to jump out. Alright, so we're going to finish Desert here. We're going to get our 4th crystal. We know we need the Cane of Samaria. Cane of Samaria opens up a lot, actually. It lets us finish Mire at any point. And this actually... really? Never goes that way. Depending on where the cane is, this might have been required. Alright, so... I mean, I guess we have to do it now. We're basically out of spots to go. We have to go do Swamp. I I was hoping to hold out on Swamp as long as I could. Do we want to check the fringe spots first? This is not going to take very long. We're only going to check this one. We're not going to check Sasharala, because we'll go there eventually when we go to Pod. I mean, we're looking for the bow and the cane right now. And then if Swamp happens to be the last crystal, that's great. Because then we don't have to worry about finding the big key. Oh, wait a sec. Hold up. Wait, do we actually have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh, no! Never mind! We have them all! I miscounted. Oh, Tempered's nice. I miscounted. We have everything. We have all the information. Okay, so what do we need? We need the cane. We need the bow. And we need one small key to Turtle Rock. Okay. Yeah, because those were all crystals, and we know that one, so yeah. We are 3 items away from go. Cane, bow, and one small key to Turtle Rock. So with all that in mind, we're going to go to Swamp, because that's where the biggest cluster of items is. We're actually not far off here. It kind of snuck up on us. The bow lets us finish Pod. The cane lets us finish Turtle Rock and Mire. And hopefully, well, no, we need one small key to Turtle Rock. So hopefully we get them in the order of bow, key, or I'm sorry, bow, cane, key, in that order, so that it kind of limits our options. At this point, we want to be limited on our options. The thing, the reason I haven't gone to Pod yet, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, is we haven't got the proper keys for this yet, which means if it's weird the way the logic is set up, but this tells me that there's less chance of an iteming in there unless it's at the front. Bacon coin. Bacon. Doesn't do anything, but... And that's kind of why I've held off on Pod at this point. I usually let the keys dictate when I go to Pod. But that's bit me in the ass before, too. So it's possible that, bow is in Pod. And if that's the case, then we're way fucking behind. It's very possible. Because right now, in Logic, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items in Logic. And out of Logic, we can get 9. I'm going to do full clear here. We know this is a pendant. So we're just going to go for items. So far, no boots. So, as is right now, the bonk game is not yet on. Yeah, we're gonna do left side. Ah, fuck it. No, we're not. We'll skip left side. There's so many items in here. We'll definitely come back in if we don't find anything important. If we find the cane, I think we bail. We'll finish it, but I think we bail on cane. Which means we won't go back in and check the other two. I think that's what we're gonna do. There's still 3 items out. Ah, boy, that's close. That's really close. Like, maybe we bail on bow? Castle tower key, that doesn't have anything. If we want to go kill the wizard, we could, but that would serve no purpose. Big key to Turtle Rock! Oh, we need 4 items. My bad. I'm totally wrong. We're missing the small key to T-Rock and the big key to T-Rock. For some reason, I thought we had that. Did I mismark something? I'm going to check my keys here in a second. Should have 2 there, 1 there. I'll make sure I didn't mismark a key. Okay, good. No, we're good. Okay. Ugh, the lag. Alright, we're probably gonna go back in. Yeah, we're gonna go back in. We're gonna go back in. So what could be... Actually, here's a really interesting thing. What could be on the pedestal? Cain could be on the pedestal if we find the bow. If we find the bow, Cain could definitely be on the pedestal. Hell, it could be a small key to T-Rock. That would actually be within logic. It would be a shitty item to have on the pedestal. I don't know if we would even risk that. Like, if you have 2 keys and you're basically in go mode without the small key, do you actually go kill Aga, knowing that, or not Aga? Oh, what am I saying? No, never mind. We never need to kill Aga. What am I saying? Never mind. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. For some reason, I just got my I got my chocolate and my peanut butter there. I was thinking Aga and pedestal. So as it stands, there was a progression item in here. It wasn't necessarily late in the dungeon. I guess that would be considered kind of late. So we're gonna do this, then we're gonna go do Aga or Pod and Sachrala. The thing I'm really worried about the bow being in Pod. The bow being in Pod is a huge problem. That would be the last thing we would like to see is the bow in there, because again, we've put off Pod. We have not dipped our toe into Pod, and we're an hour and a half into this. Generally, Keysanity is live or die by Pod, but we only have 2 small keys for it, and that's why I'm just so super reluctant to go there. Money, and come on. Give me the cane or the bow right here. Cane or bow right here. That is neither. Alright. I have a feeling we screwed up. And I think the progression is going to be in Pod. It almost has to be at this point. It almost has to be there. 2 keys? It means it's going to be in the front, too. So we are 3 items away from go mode that we know of. Oh, actually, you know what? The worst item we could possibly get here would be the big key to Swamp. I think that would be the worst item to get. Especially after just finishing that. turn in this green here. This has just been such a slow molasses seed. Don't you dare give me swamp. Oh! Oh, God! Oh! Oh, I just died a little. Oh. Oh, Kiki didn't stop. Oh, man, I just died a little inside. Ugh. That is the absolute worst thing we could have seen there. And it was not only that's the one item that's not in pod. Ugh. Ugh, that's gross. That is fucking gross. I'm gonna go through the front door. Oh, man. How fucking disgusting is that? Oh, that is revolting. There's the fucking bow. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. I was super worried about that right there. Oh my god, that is fucking rancid. So the question is going to be, do we... Oh, man. I mean, the thing that's irritating about this is that key to swamp. Because if that big key to swamp is progression, yeah, there's going to be fucking vanilla keys in here, isn't it? It's just going to be vanilla keys. Oh my god, that is disgusting. I really wish I could hammer jump consistently. Another fucking... We found where the keys were! Oh, I'm, like, gonna puke. I would like one more key here, actually. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Live by pod, die by pod. That is the definition of Keysanity right there. Three vanilla small keys are in here. Three. 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 And the problem here in this scenario is we're leaving an item behind. So if the cane happens to be in that chest right there, we are royally fucked. Oh, I don't have a fucking cane, do I? Yeah. I'm just talking about that. Oh my goodness. What a mess this turned out to be. What a mess. Bo was locked behind. You know what? Here's the funny thing. Without the cane, which we haven't gotten yet, we have to go back to Swamp. There's no progression. This doesn't open anything. And we're still missing a key to Turtle Rock. Like, if the cane's not here... So, here's the scenario. The cane almost has to be here. The cane or a fetch or item that leads directly to cane, because you can't have a small key here. Which means if it's neither of those, we have to go back into Swamp. Swamp is actually the play. So the cane is either here or in Swamp or directly leads to the cane. And it's possible that the 6th pod key is in Swamp. I mean, that would be absolute worst case, is to have the 6th pod key be in the big chest in Swamp. I mean, that's as bad as it gets. Yeah, Fat Fairy does open up here. That's a good point. I would have noticed that here in about 3 seconds. But yeah, that's a good point. That does also open up. Which we would do that before going to Swamp, obviously. 2 hits. We left 1 item in here. Yeah, I guess, that's right. Fat Fairy is to this too. Come on, give me the cane. That's not a key to this. That's the Turtle Rock key. Okay. Alright, we are 1 item away from go. We just need to find the cane. And that means we get to go mode Turtle Rock. There's 0 chance Turtle Rock is not. So... And actually... Okay, we know for certainty that the chest in Swamp has to be the small key. Or an item that directly leads to the small key. What we don't know is if the cane is in that chest or not. It could be here, it could be there. But we know that the item leads directly into it, because otherwise there's a key lock, a potential key lock there. Okay. Actually, you know what we just did? We introduced a potential soft lock. We did just introduce a potential soft lock. This is that weird scenario with pod. So, if the 6th pod key is cane locked, let's say the 6th pod key is in Turtle Rock for some reason, and that 6th chest, the chest we left behind in pod happens to be the cane, we have soft locked our seed. It is possible. It's unlikely, but it is possible. I think it's much more likely the cane just being here. I mean, I think that's infinitely more likely. Oh, shit. Now I'm worried. The big chest in Swamp is progression. It has to be. Wow, not going to Sashrala. That is a huge fucking loss. Because this very easily could be the sixth pod key. It could be the book. It could be the boots. It could be the mushroom. It could be any of those things. It could be the fucking key. It could be the fucking big key to Easter. Wow. That is horrible. Fucking horrible. Why would you go to... God, we should have turned... I mean, we could have turned in SRL an hour ago. Right after we finished, What's-Its-Nuts, Ice Palace. So, I have a feeling that we're probably 15 minutes behind now, based off of what we've seen. Because we have full clear. Everything that we could full clear. There's literally nothing left that we could have done, so... Somebody is gonna finish long before we do. Or we soft-locked ourselves. If this is not the pod key or the cane or an item or fetch quest, we've soft-locked. And we're done. We know that this exists. God, oh my god. We would be done by now, I think. I think we would probably be done with this seed if we had stopped at SRL before going to Swamp. Because we could have go-moded the last two. How fucking brutal is that? I was saying it going into pod. It's like, if we find the Swamp Big Key here, that is the fucking worst case scenario. And then 30 seconds later, we got the fucking Swamp Big Key. What a mess that turned out to be. So this was required double dip. A lot of required double dips. Logic definitely had 2 scoops on their mind. Ugh. That is fucking brutal, man. That is goddamn brutal. I could have checked SRL, but I knew I was going to go to pod after that. So I wanted to do it at the same time. No. Live by pod, die by pod. I mean, pod actually, basically, if you do that correctly, and you go to SRL at any point before you go do that, the second you get the Turtle Rock Big Key, you're off to Turtle Rock, and you're just gonna go mode it. It's done. I mean, the seed's over. That's why, again, I think somebody's gonna be done in the next 5-10 minutes. If that. I mean, they could be done in 2 minutes. That would definitely be reasonable. But we've basically done last item checked in every possible spot here. Ugh. Just brutal. So the only pendant dungeon that was not required was Eastern. Eastern was not required. But the other 2 pendant dungeons were not only required, they were required to almost clear them both. Definitely required to clear Ice and most of Swamp. Because the big key to Turtle Rock was right before Argus. Oh my god, what a fucking mess. What a mess that was. It also means we're not going to find the... There's going to be no bonk game today, boys and girls. We are not going to find the boots. If we do, it's going to be super late, and it's going to be too late to do the bonk game. So, probably no bonk game here tonight. I think safe quitting here is actually faster. We only have we have 10 hearts red mail now. We picked up that red mail. That's going to be nice, but... At least we get to go mode Turtle Rock. And that red mail will be come in handy with this few amount of hearts. No one is done yet, but I would be shocked if somebody didn't finish sub 150. Damn, dude. It's got some balls. Yeah, that's gonna be your bottleneck right there, that GPU. That's gonna be your bottleneck by far. That's a decent CPU, I believe. Yeah, the problem, the GPUs are they're all up in price right now because of fucking Bitcoin miners. Because they're getting the GPUs because of the processing power in them, and then they're just putting them in parallel to do Bitcoin mining. And unfortunately, it's heavily spiked the market for GPUs. I got my 1070 before the big spike, and of course I use it because I'm playing Zelda. So I'm obviously using it to full capacity. I'm not checking shit here. Ow! Hit me in the butt, man. We still have to stop and get the small key from the other room, but... Oh, don't get a used card, man. I will say this. It might seem efficient. Do not buy a used card. I think that's a horrible idea. You have no idea what you're getting. Video cards have a 5-year lifespan these days. That is not where you need to go. Video cards' lifespans right now are around 5 years. You know, you can get more out of them from time to time, but that's about it. You have no idea what that 770's gone through. I actually have a 770. It's actually in my son's machine right now. I let him use it. And I've had that for 4 or 5 years. So, based off of that, you know that card is at least it's at least 4 or 5 years old. Which means you have no idea how much time you're going to get out of it. Yeah, it's unfortunate that video cards, that GPUs right now are feeling the crunch. That consumers are feeling it because people are doing Bitcoin mining with GPUs. It's really fucking unfortunate, but it's just there's nothing you can do about it. It's not gonna drop in. They're not gonna drop in price anytime soon. I have seen some places. That's not what I wanted. I've seen some companies. They'll sell you a GPU cheap if you buy the whole machine with them. But you gotta buy like the whole machine with them, and then they'll send you, or they'll sell you one. They'll sell you one cheaper. They'll drop eventually. I do expect the Bitcoin market to plummet. I've never believed in cryptocurrency. I think it's inherently flawed in theory. So eventually the bottom will fall out of it. That's just my opinion. I know nothing. I mean, I don't even understand why people... I don't understand why a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin actually has, you know, a monetary value. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I understand. I understand why. I understand the theory. I understand the concept. It just doesn't make sense to me why somebody would put a monetary value on that. But again, that's just my opinion. Again, I would say the bottom will fall out eventually. Now, if that's going to be in a month or in a year, that's tough to say. I'm shocked nobody is done right now. I'm shocked no one is done right now. The thing is that people give them value. You know, there is a monetary value attached to them. And that inherently is, it's a, you know, you're basically, you're exchanging an unlimited supply of processing, or a finite supply of processing power for something that is not finite. And in doing so, it's giving it a value. And somebody just finished. Yeah. Inkion's done. I mean, a 1050 is not an awful card. I mean, you're gonna... You have to look at the benchmarks. I don't know... That's the middle ground GPU. And that's like dead center middle ground GPU. So I don't know if... You know, I don't know how... Like, if that's going to... Let's put it this way. I don't know if it's worth the money. I have not done the research onto that, because I haven't... You know, I've had no need. I've got my 1070. I've had it for quite a while now. I have no intention of buying anything anytime soon. There's absolutely no reason to. I have a buddy of mine who is going through the same issue that you're going through, because he wants to replace his. He's got a... he actually has my old 570. I had a spare 570 that he needed in a pinch because his broke down on him, and he needed a video card, so I sold it to him for $50. Now that's the exception to the rule with the used video cards, is because he needed it. He had no machine, and so I sold it to him for like $50, and it's ran well for him. Why would somebody spend money on a Titan and not use it? That I mean, I guess if you have the money, you have the money. But that just seems dumb to me. I wish I had that sort of money that I could just fucking throw it away on a Titan and not use it. I say that, and I spent money on a 1070 and I'm not using it. So I guess I'm not that far away from the stupid. Oops. Shit. Yeah. So, only one person's done. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. We're about 4 minutes out. Oh shit, we mistimed that. That's gonna fuck us. And Jet just finished. Ooh, I gotta be careful. If I actually get fireballed here, I die. Oops. I'm not bothering with that. I'm gonna get a refill in the next room anyway. Oh shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna burn a blue here. I'm just gonna burn a blue. Again, there's a reason we buy the blue goos. Shit. Ah. Don't mind losing the heart here. I actually don't want sword beams. I see Jet's comment about doing a bad. I bet he did the same thing I did. I mean, it's gonna be around for a while. I expect the bottom to fall out, but I don't expect it to fall out anytime soon. I actually don't even want to get this. Man, no bonk game today, boys and girls. If you're here for that, it's unfortunate, but no boots, no bonk. Let's validate here for boots, shall we? Shit. Oh, we're gonna get hit here. Oh, run! I don't do any. And if you're asking Brother Paul there, he doesn't either. He's just pissed at the GPU prices. Ah, man, could have had that triple. Just didn't move fast enough. It's a double. Double, double. Can I get the triple double? No. Oh, maybe. Oh, still got it. Look at that. That's actually when the lag from the blue actually helped. Oh, no, I mean, there's money there. The thing is that it's artificially inflated the GPU market. I don't get Bitcoin. I understand what it does. I understand why. I understand all of that. What I don't get is why people would put a physical monetary value on something that's not finite. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna do a cave here. Ah, took an extra hit there. Didn't want to. Yeah. Again, I expect the Bitcoin market to plummet eventually. It's becoming way overinflated, but definitely don't take my word for it because don't trust the opinion of somebody's that can't comprehend why people would actually pay money for that sort of a currency. Good. Damn it. I don't think that's going to be a triple. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh, it actually counted. Oh, that's cool. That was a sloppy Ganon fight. I hope that doesn't cost me a place. That was really sloppy. I just finished, yeah. Awesome. Will you be my friend? No, I will not be your friend. You fucking suck. Die in a fire. Well, we got third, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna jump on here. Never found the Hera key. Ooh, I forgot to turn SRL a pennant until his last thing left to do. Yep. Yep. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At least it was something. Brutal. Brutal. Oh, man. That cost us probably 10 minutes. Which would have been the difference between first and third. Because first was 151, we were at 159. So... Well, I'm gonna let these credits run. My dinner is, if you manage both Pod and Sasha before Swamp, it looks great. Yeah, no shit, it does. So I'm gonna go, take a step. There's no bonk game here, unfortunately. We never found the boots. So we're actually gonna kill the stream as soon as the credits are over. Because I gotta get some food in me. I'm starving. It's 8 o'clock and I haven't eaten since noon, so... so stick around if you want to watch the credits, but we might come back later tonight. We might get another one in at some point. We'll see. Might just play some Zelda, or not Zelda, play some Final Fantasy later tonight. We'll see. But, again, if you don't want to stick around and watch credits, by all means, have a great Saturday night. And yeah, we'll go from there. So... stick around and watch credits if you want. I will be back in a few. And my cat's gonna go apeshit here because she's gonna smell it. She's gonna be like, whoa, that's hot. So, yeah. How's everybody's night going? That was really hot. In other news, we will find out our next opponent sometime tomorrow for round 4, which will be this coming up week. I have Monday off work. I'm going to try to get it in Monday, if I can. Man, that swamp play. I don't know how everybody else is doing. I never even looked. Oh, Reg finished. Kieran is got an exploding pig right now.
It takes the flavor.
And then the last two are, one of them's going up Gannis Tower and the other one's in Hera, so we still got a little bit to go.
It looks a bit grainy, but it works.
Well, I would guess the bug count would be 0.
That looks better when she stretches. stretches and you don't see like needles coming out.
Okay, Dad.
Raptor claws.
Do you want, after we're done eating, do you want to play a game or join us?
You know what? We don't have to go to work tomorrow. We can do tomorrow night. You want to do tomorrow night? You have
Oh, Monday, yeah.
We don't have to go to work Monday.
That's a good point. We can do it tomorrow night, too.
You want to do it tomorrow night?
Let's do it tomorrow night.
Okay.
I miss fast forwarding through the credits.
Is it like not hotkeys and stuff? How about on your keyboard?
It's not hooked up to the keyboard, dude.
No.
It's going through the classic.
Sucks. Don't it?
I'm gonna watch the Dragon Ball.
I wonder where the boots were.
Has anybody found them?
Wow. I didn't ask. I doubt it. Doesn't look like it. I can't imagine why you would. You'd have to actually actively search for them, knowing that you can finish the seed.
You wanna watch some Dragon Ball with me?
I can do that. Wah, wah, wah. One death. Where did we die? Oh, that was a death worm. That was in Hyrule Castle. 151. Yeah. Okay. Well, if anyone's still there, we are going to go ahead and kill the stream for now. We might be back later. Might do some Final Fantasy later tonight. I'm going to finish my meal. Kind of unwind and, yeah. Thanks everybody showing up. We'll be back either tonight or sometime tomorrow. If I don't see you, have a good night.